welcome back to Dave and Family Farm. The day has finally come. It is the beginning of September and we are finally going to pick up Little Blue from being repaired. Yes, it has been roughly 3 months that the tractor has been broken. Not a huge repair by any means. We will discuss that when we get back home and we get it unloaded. But right now we are just heading to the dealership that repaired it. They're not a New Holland dealer, but they repair tractors and things, some friends of mine. So we're gonna get there and get that loaded up and head on home. All right, all loaded up, on our way home. Like I said, we'll talk about some stuff when we get there. All right, we made it home. Time to unchain, get the tractor off. Doesn't really fit very good on this trailer. With the ramps, you can see we're just barely missing that one. And we are touching on this side. I have the tractor set really wide in the back for being able to plant over the plastic rows, so it doesn't fit great on the trailer. I wouldn't take it a long distance like this because the trailer's not balanced great. But let's go ahead and get this unchained, get it off the trailer, and then we'll discuss what it was in to be repaired for. All right, so let's discuss the reasons why this tractor was at the repair shop and why it was there so long. So there was basically 3 things that needed to be addressed on the tractor. Number one was it didn't seem like the loader, once you got up about halfway, seemed to kind of lose power. So they tested the hydraulics and they turned them up just a little bit. I don't think they were quite to like a max PSI. So that was done. The second thing was after you use the tractor for a while using the PTO, like tedding hay or brush cutting, and you shut it off, you go to start it back up and the PTO light is on, as though indicating as though the PTO lever is engaged when it's not. I had previously changed one of the safety switches. That didn't help. Unfortunately, they were not able to continue to diagnose that because they weren't able to run the tractor while it was there due to the other issue that we're going to discuss. So I could have left it there and they could have continued to look at it, but I needed the tractor back. It's been gone for 3 months. So the original reason why the tractor went in for repair, why it broke, was because I could not drive it anymore. So what happened, I was laying plastic with it one day, and all of a sudden each of the front wheels went a different direction. So what had happened, this cylinder right here, the steering cylinder, this is what's called the super steer version of this tractor. So basically the whole front axle turns, so there's actually a steering cylinder on each side of this tractor. But basically the rod that's inside the cylinder, apparently what happens is when you get in there further, the cylinder shrinks to a smaller diameter and then the end is threaded, and where it is threaded in that smaller area, the cylinder actually broke in there. So you couldn't steer the tractor anymore. It was a pain to get loaded and whatnot. So you know, talking to New Holland, this was back in like May, June time. They told me that the parts guy said we could get one of those, but it's going to be October before it comes in. That was kind of a best case scenario. So, you know, in talking to, you know, the guys that repaired this for me, they said, well, we could send it out to a machine shop and they could rebuild it for you. So that's what we did. We sent, he took it to a machine shop he works with, and apparently this particular size rod, the machinist had to wait an extraordinarily long amount of time. So it took, the mechanic guys were a little bit backed up, so that took a couple weeks to kind of diagnose some stuff, take it apart, get the cylinder there, and then the guy probably sat at the machine shop for a couple weeks till he was able to start looking at it and work on it, and then by then realized that you know, he needed a special diameter rod. It's not really a standard size, it's a goofy size. So him having to order that and then finally get everything back together. Now what I was told was that he modified the cylinder so that inside there it no longer steps down to a smaller diameter, so hopefully it won't break again. But I was also told that these cylinders are notorious for doing that because they are such a small diameter. Looking at the mechanic that fixed it sells a different brand of tractors, and looking at the front steering cylinder of those, it's almost twice the size of this on the same horsepower tractor. So you know, New Holland, or whoever built this tractor for New Holland, kind of missed the mark on that. So anyway, that's why this whole thing took so long. Was that steering cylinder, having to get it to the machine shop and waiting for all that stuff. So like I said, tractor's been gone for 3 months, and I mean, it's been sitting outside. You can see the old grease there. It's probably had 20 inches of rain on it, sitting outside waiting for the parts to come in. But here's the other steering cylinder on this side. This one actually has, I think, 4 hoses coming out of it, where the other side only has 2. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Apparently they're just prone to breakage, and if the machinist did something a little different on the other side, maybe there's a chance that that one won't break again, and you know, might have to get this one fixed. I have no idea yet what the bill is for the repairs. The mechanic did not have the bill yet from the machine shop, so I can't even tell you what the cost of that was. A new cylinder, I think, was $1,400 or $1,600, I think, for that new one from New Holland. That was going to take forever. So, but anyway, so Little Blue's back. We'll see how it goes. I got to grease everything up, and we're going to run it for a little while here. I'm really nervous. I know these tractors are built to be able to take on some moisture and things, but for it to sit outside for 3 months with the quantity of rain that we've had this year, I am really concerned that other issues are going to develop. Things start to rust, electronics, you know, moisture is going to get in there with the quantity of rain that we've had. So I'm a little bit nervous about some other gremlins happening just because the tractor's been sitting outside for so long. I mean, you can see all the rust in the bucket. So I'm going to grease it up and try and lube everything up here quick and start running it. So anyway, that's the story of Little Blue. Hopefully you'll be seeing the tractor in some upcoming videos doing some work. And if anybody has any insight to any of the issues that I've mentioned, please feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. I'd really appreciate any advice, help, link to parts, things like that on these tractors. It'd be greatly appreciated. If not, just you know, say hello down in the comments. I appreciate that too. So anyway, that does it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit subscribe, the bell icon, so you don't miss upcoming videos, and if you wouldn't mind, hit that thumbs up, please. I appreciate that. So again, thanks for watching. I hope to see everybody on the next video.